Hi, I'm Dr. Dave Harris, and I want to welcome you to our video on television and video production. We're talking today about video cameras, and specifically in this video talking about timecode settings and camera mode. Here I have a typical camera. This is a Panasonic camera, and I want to alert you to a couple of the settings. If we look down here, we've got this switch labeled TCG. This is the Timecode Generator setting on this particular camera. We've got a couple of settings. We've got free run, we've got set, and we've got record run. That's what the F and the R stand for. We got free and we have record. The instances where we would want to choose free run, the most likely instance I can imagine is if you have two cameras that are hooked up on their timecode together, they're shooting independently, and you don't have a live switch between those two. You're just recording a scene from two specific cameras that are just going to be cut in post. You would want to have the timecode set to free run, and then you'd want to have the timecode inputs, one output and one input. So you have one camera that's the master, the other one that's the slave. You have the timecode lined up. You've got the free running timecode, which allows them to then be disconnected. The timecode's always running. And then when you get back into post, you've got timecode that's synced up so that when you shot the scene, you have the exact same timecode. You'll know that in post, you've got at the same point in time on the timecode, you have the same point in time. You can sync those up, cut them in post, which is a great way to go. If you're not doing it that way, you'll probably want to have this on record run. That'll allow the timecode to be set specifically so that each shot within the camera cut has timecode that goes from the last cut. And then always, as always I should say, you'll want to set the timecode if you want it to be at a specific time. If you want it to be at 0, for example, you'd select set, and then on the controls up at the top, you'd select reset, which would set the timecode to 0, which makes it a lot easier to start at that 0 point. So that's how timecode generators work on this particular camera, and it's generic for many cameras that are like this. I also want to let you know the camera mode. We've got a mode selector switch that's right here. On this camera, we've got 3 settings: cam, MCR, and PC. This is common for most cameras in today's world. You're going to have the camera mode, which is normal recording mode for that camera. You're going to have something that's related to a playback mode. In this particular model, it's called MCR. That's going to give us access to the transport controls. We've got the play button, we've got the stop button, we've got the fast forward and rewind buttons here, and a pause button here. Those are the tape transport. I'll call them tape even though it's not using tape. The transport controls on the MCR menu, which is a playback menu. Or on this camera, we also have that PC setting where you can have the camera set up to act as a drive where information can just be copied over as if it were just an external drive. I also want you to note the menu button here. The menu button allows us to access the menu. I'm going to cover the menu in other videos, but this transport controls allows us also to go up, down, left, and right within the menu structure. So that's pretty much a simple introduction to how the timecode and the mode selectors work on a generic camera. I want to let you know that we have lots of videos on television and video production. I invite you to visit our channel for more videos and playlists, and subscribe to see the updated videos. And please visit our Patreon page if you're interested in helping us make more videos just like this. And I thank you for your support. I'm Dr. Dave Harris.